everyone, welcome to Court with Krissy. I'm keeping all of my fingers crossed that this pro se realizes he must retain an attorney after he can't get his 10 felony charges dropped. I hope you like it. Court with Krissy is now in session.
I think we're down to the jail.
Good morning.
Appreciate that.
Can you hear us?
Yeah, I just wanted to let you know I'm going to represent myself this morning.
Okay, and would you please state your full name for the record?
Yeah, it's Daniel Thomas Knight.
Thank you, Mr. Knight. We are live on the record in case 25-4622FY. Mr. Knight, you're zooming in with us this morning from the Antrim County Jail for purposes of arraignment. Also zooming with us is Mr. Cooper. He is a member of the Antrim County Prosecuting Attorney team. Have you had an opportunity to review the allegations in the complaint, the nature of the offense, the maximum possible penalty associated with it, and your rights?
Not yet, no.
Okay, so one thing I can offer, even though you're wanting to represent yourself, we have Defense Attorney Connolly here from the Michigan Indigent Defense Council. And I could offer to open a private breakout room for you to speak with him about this case.
That's okay.
Your rights.
That won't be necessary. Thank you so much, though.
Okay, so would
I would just like to know the charge, please, and then enter a not guilty, please.
All right, I am going to read this. Count one is delivery, manufacture of cocaine, heroin, or another narcotic. That is a 20-year felony. Count two is operating, maintaining a laboratory. That is a 10-year felony. Count three is possession of methamphetamine or ecstasy. That is a 10-year felony. Count four is delivery, manufacture of Schedule 1, 2, and 3 controlled substances. That is a 7-year. Count five is delivery or manufacture of Schedule 1, 2, and 3 controlled substances, a 7-year felony. Count six is delivery or manufacture of a Schedule 4 controlled substance. That is a 4-year felony. Count seven.
Can you tell me when I was caught selling drugs at?
So we're not trying the case. We're not talking about facts of the case.
I didn't sell any drugs or get caught selling drugs. I got caught with a possession.
I need to caution you.
Oh, okay.
Please.
I'm sorry.
All right. So this is strictly the arraignment process.
Oh, okay.
So you don't have
That's
to
any discussion. Okay, got you.
Okay, thank you.
No problem.
Count seven is possession of coke, heroin, or a narcotic less than 25 grams. That is a 4-year felony. Count eight is possession of cocaine, heroin, or another narcotic less than 25 grams. That is a 4-year felony. Count nine is maintaining a drug house. That is a high court misdemeanor, 2-year possible punishment. Count 10 is resist, obstruct, assault police officer. That is a possible 2-year felony. All right. And before we proceed any further, I do want to remind you that you have the right to remain silent.
Okay.
Anything you say orally or in writing may be used against you in court.
Okay.
You have the right to a trial. You have the right to the assistance of an attorney and to have an attorney present for all questioning and any subsequent court proceedings.
Okay.
And if you find that you can't afford an attorney, the court may appoint one to you at partial public expense.
Okay.
So because of scheduling at this time, we have some some dates for the next steps in the process. You have the
Okay,
right to a
good.
preliminary examination
Oh, good.
and the right to a probable cause conference.
Great.
You have the right to having your preliminary examination held within 21 days of today's date.
Oh, good.
If you want that to happen, if you don't want to waive that right, we're going to have to ask the court to schedule that. I won't have the dates for you available right now.
That's okay. No, I'd like the dates as soon as possible. And like I said, I'm gonna represent myself. I just wanted to get the not guilty plea entered today and get my bond paid. That was all.
All right. So as to bond,
I think it was
we'll get to that
10,000
in
or
just a
something.
moment. So we're going to have the court schedule the probable cause and the preliminary examination. What is a good mailing address the court may use for you? Thank you for that. Okay. And it looks like, let me get this paperwork here. Oh, excellent. All right. I do have some dates and times for you.
Okay.
We're going to schedule the probable cause conference for February 12th. That's next Wednesday.
Okay.
No, next Wednesday would be the 19th.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Wednesday
That's
after.
right. Tomorrow's the 12th. It's
If
going to
you
be
could
the
just-
19th.
If you could just mail me the notice,
Yes, yes.
please.
What's that?
We did it this Wednesday and next Wednesday would be kind of,
It would be, well, he's pro per.
I guess a few.
Well, what's the docket like tomorrow?
I don't-
Yeah, that's too soon.
Okay.
So we'll schedule for February 19th,
And then we'll have to get a date from Traverse. for
and then
the-
we'll get a date from Traverse City for your preliminary examination out here in Antrim County. I only have the one date available, and we will
Okay.
mail a notice to appear to you for that.
All right. Sounds good.
And are you on probation, parole, or bond anywhere else at this time?
Not currently.
Okay, and actually, we did want to address, you do have a hold out of Grand Traverse County for a fail to appear.
I've got documentation into them to put that I was in the hospital for my pre-trial conference, and I needed to reschedule that date as well. I faxed that documentation in and let them know to please give me a date. You need to reach out to them for the date for us. Could you get a
Mr.
date?
Knight,
Yeah.
Mr. Knight, hold on a minute. Please stop talking, okay? Thank you. All right, first things first. I actually am going to, once we're finished with this case, I'm going to dispose of that fail to appear bench warrant on the Traverse City case, and we'll get it rescheduled, but just
Okay.
first things first.
Thank you.
It looks like the paperwork that I have, that there's a pending felony charge for you in Crawford County.
Yeah. Oh, that's February 25th. I've got a date for that. That's
Okay,
that was
so-
a medical issue. Yeah.
They don't have an active hold on you?
No.
Okay. All right, and bond was previously set in this matter. Mr. Cooper, do the people have anything to weigh in on regarding the bond in this Antrim County case?
A little bit, Your Honor. In this particular case, I would ask for a cash bond and with no surety aspect.
I'm prepared to do that.
Mr. Knight, it's not your turn to talk. Please stop talking. Go ahead, Mr. Cooper.
If bond is at $10,000, I'd ask for that to be cash, just like a cash bond. I mean, there's a very serious charges. He's a risk of harm to himself and the public. There's something going on in Grayling where he's wanted. Looks like the report talks about a failure to appear. I think you were referencing Grand Traverse. He's probably where he should be for his own safety and the public safety. That's all.
Thank you, Mr. Cooper. All right. Mr. Knight, is there anything you wish to say on your own behalf regarding bond?
No, I'll just get it paid today.
Okay. I do see that it's set at a $10,000 cash or surety with conditions.
Okay.
Given the nature of the seriousness of these charges, I believe that you may be a flight risk. You have a history of fail to appear, and I am going to increase the bond. I'm going to increase this to a $100,000 cash or surety bond with all the same terms and conditions. Including that you not have contact with any known felons, known drug dealers, or known drug users. You're not to use or possess any drug paraphernalia of any kind. You need to follow all lawful commands of law enforcement, as well as all terms and conditions of any open cases within the state of Michigan. All right. As to case 24-3183 SM, Daniel Knight is here for purposes of a bench warrant arraignment. This is a fail to appear for pretrial. Mr. Knight, you indicated that you missed the pretrial because of a medical situation?
Yeah, I was at
Correct.
McLaren Hospital. I submitted documentation to them that included proof of that.
All right. Well, what I'd like to do is get this rescheduled. I did
Okay.
have a date of February 25th.
That's the same
that-
date as the one in Crawford.
Okay. So what I can do is ask the court to set that.
Would you remove the hold in the meantime?
What I'm going to do is recall the bench warrant.
Okay.
I'm not going to take any action on it.
So you could pick a different date other than the 25th for that too.
We could do it on the 27th
That's fine.
at 9:30 a.m.
Sounds good.
Okay, 2/27 at 9:30 a.m. That is in Traverse City. That's a
Yep.
Traverse City case.
Okay.
We're going to reinstate bond with all the same terms and conditions.
Okay.
Okay. All right, that covers everything here. Do you have any questions regarding, not details of the case, but
Yeah,
what
so,
we covered here today?
so I can bond out today then, correct?
Yes, it's a $100,000 cash or surety bond with terms and conditions that
Does
you
that
have
mean
to
I need
agree.
to have $100,000 cash or a cashier's check of $100,000
That
or
is
te-
correct.
or 10%?
It's the full amount, $100,000.
Okay, a cashier's check?
Yes,
It
sir.
has to be a cashier's check. Would that, any of that money come back? If the case were dropped?
If
Yeah, it
you,
would, okay, it would, all right, that sounds good.
okay, thank you. And if you have any changes to your contact information, it's imperative that you reach out to
Okay.
the court with that, okay?
Thank you
And
so
then
much.
while you're on bond, you do have testing requirements.
Yeah,
So be sure to reach out to, and I
already
can
took,
write
I
that
already
on the
took
paperwork.
one drug test yesterday.
Okay.
Yeah,
You're going to be supervised by Sydney McClendon. So I'll go ahead and write that telephone number on here for you.
okay,
All
sounds good.
right, we'll get a copy of this over you.
Thank you so much. I'll get that bond paid and we'll get this taken care of.
Thank you, sir. Good luck to you.
Thank you. Have a good day.
You're welcome. You too, sir.